Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Take a Break. My name's Adam Walker, HubSpoke Media, and to my right is...
Andrew Reid from Resilient Business Systems. And to my left... No, we've done that.
We've done that one, yeah. There's only two of us.
There's only two of us.
There's only
Good
two of us.
morning, sir. How are you?
I've got coffee. I'm a happy man. You've got your coffee.
I've got my coffee. Thank you very much indeed for that. It's very kind
and
of you.
I managed to make it this time.
Tell you what, he's a lovely coffee maker.
The standards are improving. It's took 9 episodes for me to
9 weeks for you to actually
get my act together. But I'm good.
Busy week, sir?
Great week.
A great week. Oh my goodness me.
Trip to London at the start of the week, which I mentioned on last week for
you
contract interview. You can only give yourself the fairest representation possible, I believe, and it was a good interview, and I believe
I'm sure you put your best foot forward, sir.
Absolutely. So yeah, what about your week?
Crazy busy.
I know. I saw him running past. You ran in yesterday, didn't you?
And then shut out again. Yeah, exactly. So busy week, and busy weekend.
Busy weekend.
We'll come on to that at the end of the show. But some exciting last minute trips. So I'll fill you in on that. But otherwise, very, very busy.
Brilliant. Right, today is all about. I'm just checking I can hear everything. Hello. Today is all about. Yes, I can. Today is all about automation, wasn't it?
I did my homework.
Did you?
I did.
Did you?
I did.
Did you?
Did.
Are you blagging?
Nope. Would you like to see my notes?
Oh, yeah, because you were impressed with my notes. So did I raise the bar last week?
Oh, goodness me. Yes, you did, my friend. But look at this. One note. Take a Break podcast notes.
Yeah, when he says one note, it's not one note, it's called one note. He's got plenty of notes on his screen.
I got plenty of notes on my screen.
There we go. We're not just thrown together, are we?
Yes, we are.
Did ChatGPT write that for you? Shh. Automated. Okay.
Listen, people think this is planned.
Yeah.
It's not.
You planned the question that you wrote into ChatGPT for those notes.
Yeah, I did.
I thought that was a shopping list. No, I'm only kidding. No, he has. I can verify they are notes.
The thing is, once I start, it's like buy milk. Oh no, hang on, that is the wrong
one. Yeah. So automation this week. I think to begin with, let's just cover what automation is. I know that might sound really simple, but just so everyone's at the same starting position. What is automation? And then I suppose, why would we do it? And then we're going to go to the Rare Bookshop.
We are.
Is it Adam's Rare Books this week?
It's Adam's Rare. Yeah, it's Adam's Rare Bookshop.
And it was Adam's the week before, so we're back to Adam's Rare Bookshop.
Yeah.
Our fictional bookshop, if you haven't heard the other ones. We've done the IT and how we set everything up ready to go.
Correct.
I went through how we'd sort of talk about what we're doing in terms of marketing.
Yes.
In terms of messages, and in terms of approach. And then you'd said last week, automation. So I'm looking forward to this because I have only dabbled in a little bit of automation.
You're correct.
I need to dabble in more. I think we could all probably do with dabbling more.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be interesting, today's conversation, because I believe, I'm going to make a statement now, I believe both you and me will walk away at the end of this podcast and then say, Resilient and HubSpoke need to automate more for you and us in terms of social media.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I think it's actually, it's great, these types of things. It does actually make you stop and think and going, well, these are great. I'm talking about them. Why aren't I blinking while using them? I am using a lot of them, but I'm saying for you in terms of how we communicate together.
100%. So simple.
Yes.
What is automation?
Automation is any repetitive task that you can get the computer to do or get the computer to help you to do. The reason you do that is standardization.
Okay.
Because it means it does it every time the same way.
Yep.
You're not going, I write it down this way, you write it down that way, Alina writes it down another way.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah. So we're going to that level where you are literally making your life so much easier. And going back to my our strapline for this podcast, work smarter, not harder. Yeah. So automation is just repetitive tasks being automated. And I don't mean, there are some tasks that I'm going to talk about today that will be 100% automated. But if we can help you make a 15-minute job into a 5-minute job, haven't we automated something to make your life easier?
Yeah, 100%. I think you talked about an example the other week. You were doing a thing where you You took time to automate a process,
Yes.
and now it's up and running.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've touched on why automate.
Yeah.
A human error seems to be a key thing. It's funny that human error in cybersecurity.
Absolutely. We are
Yeah.
the weakest links, as you know.
Yeah.
I clicked on this link. Oops.
Oopsie. Yeah. Oh, I can tell you what, we've seen a lot of those lately.
Oh, goodness me.
A lot of those, and that's automation itself, isn't it?
It is, because the hackers are doing it. We had one for, your very good friend, Nick, PWLC Projects. Hi, Nick. How are you doing? One of his colleagues emailed me and basically said, I've just received this email from Nick saying, please contact me. We have to make an urgent payment. Oh, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
So
It's
again,
tricky,
very tricky, because she, luckily this young lady, very, very clever. She went, it's out of character for Nick.
Yeah.
And then I went, yeah, absolutely. But if you hover over the email link, it was Big Bad Bob at something, gmail.com.
Big Bad Bob, he could be like our nemesis.
He could be our nemesis. Don't. I've already, after yesterday's meeting, had Captain Resilient pushed all over me.
Yeah, we had a meeting with Andy yesterday for the stuff that we do. And Michelle kindly offered you up as Captain Resilient and wants you to have a cape.
I know. She's talking me round, but I'm like, really?
It's when she wants you to jump off the top of the building thinking you can fly.
Without the aid of a net.
Yeah, and making sure that your life insurance premiums are...
Yeah. Hang on a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, so automation, yeah. So, obviously it can be used in nefarious ways. We're going to focus on the bookshop.
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you what, you take me through, because you've thought about your order.
Absolutely.
So, rather than me ask random questions,
Let's
give me your musings.
I will give you. First thing that I would like to mention is we really must sort our customers out for our bookshop. One came in last week and says, can I see the owner, Andy? And I went, no, it's Adam this week.
Depends what week it is.
Exactly. It depends. Who's working? Adam? I have no idea who Adam is. So... thank you very much for that, Adam. Let's go for this. It's Adam's Bookshop.
Okay,
Rare
Adam's Bookshop today.
Bookshop. And you're going to love this. Not
on
a lot, but you're going to love this. Linking in with your topic last week about social media.
Yep.
Okay. We are going to set up, by the way, just to give everybody that we are working on Microsoft 365. We are working with Microsoft Teams.
Yep.
There are other packages available.
Yep.
Balance it all out as you like to do. But we're going to focus on Microsoft 365 because that's where me and you sit. And therefore, here we go. Because you mentioned last week about your social media mentions, remember at this moment in time, it's still Adam running the Rare Bookshop. It's only you.
Yep.
So basically, you pop your hat on in the morning, you are manager, you are credit controller, you are social media, you are website man, then you are going out and doing your expertise to find these books.
Yep.
So, okay, just you.
Yep.
Social media mentions. So, triggering from last week, you've already triggered a lot of followers.
Yep.
You're getting out there, you're doing it, but it's very difficult for you to stay on top of the social media because you're doing everything else.
And we're really popular.
And we are exceptionally popular. All
Yes.
down to you, my friend.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is that we're going to automate the fact that if somebody mentions your brand name, your particular buzzword, your particular book that you're looking for, over X times within X time frame, we're going to get Microsoft Flow to ping you a message that can either be an SMS, that can either be a high priority email or a message in Teams to say you're trending.
Ooh.
So you instantly,
I really like that.
you instantly pick up the phone and go, oh, why am I trending? Or why is somebody mentioning my brand name or my company name? And you instantly interact with that user because you were saying last week, it's important that the social media is two-way.
Yep.
Yeah. So you're already out there pushing your name, pushing your brand, pushing a particular book, but then you've gone, oh, goodness me, I need to get on with sourcing a rare book for a customer. I need to get on with invoicing. I need to get on with the day-to-day admin stuff that everybody does, Adam.
Yeah.
But suddenly, imagine you're working away, doing your invoices, ping, oh, what's this message in Teams? Hi, this is the automated social media bot. Yeah, somebody's mentioning you more than 10 times in an hour. You pick up your phone and you interact with the end user.
So you could use that one of two ways.
Yep.
A, to say if it was a complaint, and because I can go down that route.
You can do.
And you're right, you're not looking at your social media 24/7. So I think having another notification there is brilliant.
Yeah.
So you can use it to manage a complaint if it was a complaint, if it was derogatory. You could use it to, and you've got me thinking now. There's some.
That's what it's all about, my friend.
There's some accounts that we work on, particularly sport.
Right.
It's always on Facebook. This happens, and it's watch it live at insert web link. Yes. Random accounts, random sport things. Watch it live. It's not live on anything at all. It's just nefarious bots going on.
Is it Big Bad Bob?
Could be Big Bad Bob.
Oh, arch nemesis. Yeah. Curse you, Big Bad Bob.
your arch nemesis. So it could be good to see that, so you can go and hide the comments, I suppose. So that's the negative side of it. But the other side is you can then provide a timely response.
Very much so, and that's the key that I'm after. Yep. You are not concentrating, as you said, on your social media. There are times when you do this, Adam, but you must run the business.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is we will automate the process. You can choose the keywords, you can choose the buzzwords, you can choose whatever. The good thing about the automation flow is it will basically, think about it. Insert, what buzzwords do you want? Insert, how many times do you want this mentioned and in what time span? If this is true, bang. Fire off a team message, fire off an SMS, do whatever you want. Obviously, SMS is made cost, blah, blah, blah. I'm not thinking about that. So you instantly get that response to go, oh, my goodness me, somebody's talking about me. Somebody's mentioning me, and you interact.
I like that.
Yeah, so that's what I thought is a really good first one, linking in.
I'm not using my Teams properly on my Microsoft.
We'll discuss that later on.
Yeah, we need to
quiet.
I've got some automation.
You have? No, you haven't. It's really good. But I just thought that was a good link in from last week. Following on.
Yeah.
People out there will love it. It's actually continuity.
I suppose the thing is thinking about how you can use. So what you're saying is you can use the automation in Teams flow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You can use the flows to automate something that is happening outside of Microsoft.
Yes.
Because that's a bit of a hurdle to jump over.
Yeah,
so you can have it monitoring something else,
yeah,
and then it almost brings it into your Microsoft space.
Yeah, exactly. And monitoring externally. We talk about later on. I talk about the opposite, where I'm pushing out to external. But yeah, literally monitoring things that you've done your social media bit. You're out there, and then you're turning your mind away from something else. But we can instantly bring it back into your attention, into your focus, and you can react to it. And again, that may get you a sale. We were talking last week about, how does that generate the sales?
You got me thinking. So, I'm not sure whether this will railroad into your next point, but I'm going to
go on. Please do.
Yeah. So, if you could get it to watch the social media, could you watch it to, I don't know, let's say a literacy? How do you say it? Book publications. Hey, this book's out. Or book news.
Publications.
The famous book news website, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Could you get it to watch that website and then notify you when there's a new blog?
Yeah, that's a really interesting one. The one that I am familiar with, and we shall test your knowledge here. Okay. What is RSS?
Ooh. RSS? It's live update.
Correct.
But I don't know what it stands for.
Good.
Real sausages slithering
sizzling
somewhere.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Right.
No?
Okay. No.
Maybe you should tell us.
Good, because I don't know the answer.
Do you know? Right.
I just know what it is.
RSS. Yeah, it's like it's
a live
feed
stream.
or put out, isn't it?
Yeah. So what you can actually get to do as well is you can get your Teams automation flow to monitor a particular website for RSS feeds, and again, look for particular buzzwords, your publication book.
Okay.
And again, it can notify you. So you're not every day going onto the website going, oh, it's not published yet. Because the minute you go onto that website, let's say at 9 o'clock on the dot, click, refresh, oh, it's not there. Okay? You walk away, you do something else, 9:01, the book's published. You may not check until the following day, the following whatever, but you decide not to check it every minute of the day. You decide not to check it at 9 o'clock, but you just sit there doing your day-to-day work knowing, oh, there's a Teams message. That book I was waiting for has been published.
This is really frustrating. I know this is about a fictional bookshop, but I'm adding this to the list of tasks I need to do in real life.
Yes, I like
There's like certain client work that I'm like, this would really help.
Yeah, definitely.
Really help.
Yeah. I'm loving this.
Yeah, yeah. For the fictional bookshop that's actually going to end up being my actual business. Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, not a problem at all, mate.
Put that on the to-do list, please.
Yeah. No, so there we go. That's
Right, okay.
a real good.
That's an awesome one. I love that one.
See, so that's really, really good. You can get it to do that.
Yeah, I love it on the I love the social media element, and I love the feed element because, like you say, you got to sit on a website, refresh.
We're not going to do that.
Yeah, and you don't always have time. Whereas if it's just served to you on a shiny Teams message,
Absolutely
or
right.
However,
Yeah,
that's
there
splendid.
you go.
Love that.
Love that.
Absolutely love that. Yeah.
Great stuff. I'm liking it. Okay, we're now going to go on to the website contact form. And I think I briefly touched on this before in a recent podcast. But you've built your website. Do you know somebody that can do websites for me, Adam?
Resilient Business Systems.
And
HubSpot
Media.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that we're ever doing sell.
Sell.
Buy.
Sell.
Yeah, no, we don't do that.
Yeah,
Adam, we don't do that.
No, we don't do that. We don't do that.
Okay, you have got a Microsoft form, and I know you love your Microsoft
I love
forms,
my Microsoft forms.
on the website acting as a contact form.
Yes.
Okay, an end user, let's pick some fictional random name, Alina.
Bad Bob.
No, Alina.
Alina.
Bad Bob's my arch nemesis.
Yeah,
I
Bad
will
Bob.
never sell him a book.
You'll only sell them a bad book.
I'd never sell him a bad. Actually, I could sell him a bad book. So Alina is looking for a particular rare book.
Okay.
But what she's doing is she's doing her due diligence and going out to all of the other rare bookshops out there. By the way, ours is the best, Alina. Don't go anywhere else but ours. But doing her due diligence, and she's asking some information from you.
Okay.
Okay. Alina fills in the website contact form, and it's basically saying, I would like some more information. Let's assume you've got a drop-down list to say you are looking for rare books, you are looking for, some kind of books or whatever. So what I'm saying is there is a known list of questions that Alina's had to choose from. Okay. Once she's done that, within that workflow, right, the Microsoft form is instantly filled in.
Yep.
The Microsoft flow gets triggered.
Ooh.
Right?
Continue.
And it says, this person, alina@gmail.com, fake email address, has said, I would like some more information on rare books.
Yep.
Okay, got it?
Yep, got it.
In the SharePoint Teams library, where the PDF that you have lovingly crafted and created with gold font, with all of the things.
Oh, yeah, gold, green.
Yeah, gold and green
colours.
font.
Yeah.
Okay. We pick up that particular PDF because we know where it is, because it's what Alina's asked for, and probably I would like to say within 1 minute, Alina gets another email saying, thank you for your inquiry from Rare Books. Here is the information that you requested. You haven't had to do it. It's instantly emailed back to them. Wait, it gets better.
Yeah, I'm slapping my
gets better.
Slapping my lips.
Okay. We can then automatically put a schedule appointment within your calendar that says, Alina raised a website request form. We automatically emailed her the PDF, and in 2 weeks' time, we're going to remind you that Alina entered that information. So again, you haven't lifted a finger, Adam. Alina has got the information that she wants, which already Alina's going, wow, that was fast. That's really responsive. I like that. Yeah. And then in 2 weeks' time, you are going to get an email pop-up reminder. And because we are clever, that calendar reminder is going to pop up, and it said, Alina, ask her this information. This is her email address. You click this button here, and we will automatically fire up an email template that we've created.
Yeah.
And it basically goes, Alina, thank you very much. On this day, you requested more information on the blah, 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 blah. Can we be of any more help? Blah, blah, blah. You can change it. You can amend it to whatever you want, Adam, or you can just hit the send button. I rest my case.
And this is for the fictional bookshop.
This is for the fictional bookshop.
Add that to the to-do list, please. That is brilliant. I love that.
How about that?
I love that. That is great.
Yeah.
Do you know, before I started working with you with Teams, I just thought Teams, rightly or wrongly, what I must add is absolutely wrongly, I thought Teams was basically, and I think a lot of people did, was just like Zoom or Skype or basically a video talky thing.
No, I get you.
But that...
I knew you'd like that.
Okay, add that to the list as well.
Okay, we shall add that to the list.
For the real thing. I love that though. So you could have, could you have like a drop down of say services? Let's just go service wise away from the books for a second. So you could have, I don't know, computer stuff, marketing stuff, web stuff, and people can choose that, and then it can send a relevant document relating to.
So if we take another fictional company, I don't know, HubSpot marketing, something like that.
That's a real company.
Is it? All right. Okay,
that's my company.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. So, seriously, if we take your company, Adam, and on your website, we create the Microsoft form together.
Yep.
And then you, as we've already discussed, my friend, you have particular services.
Yes.
Okay? So, within the Microsoft form drop-down, you create that keyword, and that's the bit that I'm after, the keyword. Okay. So you basically go social media marketing.
Yes.
Okay. In Teams, you have created your marketing folder, and inside there's a particular file called marketing, which you would naturally have. I presume you could lay your hand on it now.
We've got social media packages, yeah.
Absolutely.
In fact, I sent one yesterday to somebody.
Well, there you go.
Myself.
Okay.
Find it.
Your next one, is websites, because you do websites.
Yes.
Okay. Within your marketing folder within Teams, you have a website marketing brochure, whatever you want to do. What I'm saying, Adam, is that Alina, your user, will literally go, oh, I'm interested in, and no matter how long that list is, Adam, it could be 3, it could be 20. 20 is a bit many, but you know what I'm getting at. As long as we together marry up that item in that drop-down list links to that PDF in your marketing folder, I can automate that within a few minutes for you.
Wow. I love that.
Yeah.
So actually, it's quite simple for the customer. They can just talk in plain language to kind of accurate articulate what sort of session. Andy, every time Lena has to reset the camera, he starts smiling at it. So you can you're giving less hoops to the customer to jump through, because as long as they articulate what they're looking for, and if I'm thinking back through our website inquiry forms, it's usually very clear in terms of whether it's just we need help with our marketing. Yeah. Done. We're interested in social media. Done. Photography. Videography. Yeah.
Videography, drones.
100%. Yeah. So okay. I love that.
Yeah,
I love all of this. I hope this people are listening to this, because I think it's brilliant.
Absolutely. Okay, now.
Because actually, if you think about it, just on that, someone gets in touch, they immediately get served the information. I could be stacking the fictional bookshelves and dealing with customers or invoicing or whatever. I haven't then had to go, oh, here's an email, quick, get onto it, respond. I know in the DJing world, for example, DJing, that's amazing, because on the DJing front, you get an inquiry. Quite often it can be through Facebook Messenger.
Yes.
But people can go, what they'll do is they'll inquire to like 5. And I've responded in 4 minutes before. And they've gone, it's all right, we're sorted. And I'm like, how did that happen?
4 minutes.
4 minutes, yeah. Like I could have been there in 4 minutes going, yeah, here's what we do. And they go, no, we're sorted. And it's like 4 minutes. So I'm like, well, maybe I was like 8th on the list of inquiries, and the first one did a 4-minute response.
Typically, I think I've seen my friends do that. They will go to each particular Facebook page and they'll go, hi, are you available on that? Hi, are you available? Yeah. Hi. The first one that answers, oh, right, thank you, you've got the gig.
Question, can Teams monitor Messenger?
Answer, genuinely don't know. However, I did do my homework, and the list of, if you like, APIs, the links, it's phenomenal.
Right.
Phenomenal.
We could explore that.
We could definitely explore
because
that.
Because actually, people do get in touch direct through social media.
Yeah.
Don't have the answer to that, but there's a good takeaway, a bit of learning for us to do.
Yeah. Just going back to your other point, though, Adam, you were saying you could be stacking the shelves, you could be doing something and not monitoring your website contact form. Let's also face it, genuinely, people do some inquiries at odd hours. So they've got a 9 till 5 job, Adam. So have you. You've closed the bookshop at 5:30, and they go home, and you are having your tea, doing whatever. That person's got 8 o'clock. Now's my time to surf. Yeah. And, I tell you what, there's a rare bookshop. I'll send him or ask him for information. How good does it seem to that person that, hang on a minute, it's 8 till 5 and he's emailed me back?
Yeah, I love that.
You see, so
or at
we're
least
already working outside.
Like you're starting to answer the questions before, because I'm a big believer in answering questions before they arise.
Yes.
So when someone goes, we're interested in social media, I'll try and go, here's all the information about our social media, and I've thought about the questions that have been asked in the past.
Yeah.
And I've tried to incorporate that into our package information. So the fact that you
self-learning, I call it.
So the fact you can incorporate that into, say, a PDF, have that automated and go out, you're really serving the customer, I think, really well.
Absolutely. The other thing that I think we can, and again, this is even just branching off because of the way that you're talking, is what we could do is that on Adam's Rare Bookshop's website page, let's assume that you get, because one of the options in the drop-down box is always other. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we can't think of everything, can we?
No.
So the flow would automatically go, right, this lady, Alina's put other, and then there's a comment box. Yeah.
Yep.
So you would get around to looking at that comment box, but you've suddenly gone, actually, Alina's not the only person to ask that particular question. Now use that information to go back onto your contact form, and above the contact form is frequently asked questions.
Yep.
So again, you're giving more. So Alina go, actually, that's the answer that I wanted.
Also, did you know frequently asked questions are a good thing to have on your website anyway?
They are.
Because Google scrapes them onto their search results.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Well, I've learned something new today.
Yeah. I don't know how. I haven't looked at it for a little bit because obviously things change. But at one point, basically, if you put a frequently asked question to Google, do you know you've got those little arrow, it'll be like the little questions, the little drop down. It'll give you the answers, but it'll be actually the answers are from somebody's website, and there's usually the web link underneath.
Very clever.
Now Google pulls that from, like, we work in WordPress, you work in WordPress. There is a bit that is defined as, I think it's frequently asked questions, that you can select as a category. Yeah. And then Google knows to use that.
That's clever.
Yeah, obviously you're competing with others, but if you've got frequently asked questions on there, so it could be frequently asked questions to do with historical books, frequently asked questions to do with
first edition books.
Frequently asked questions about insert author name.
Yeah.
When someone then asks a question about the author, you've got a chance of appearing in those answers, and they might click on it and go, that answer, because we all ask questions.
Oh gosh, 100%.
How to do various things. So when you click those drop downs, it's your web link is there. So you're you're
already
jumping the rankings a little bit just by serving information.
Okay. Can we add that to the other fictitious to-do list?
Yes, we'll add that to the fictitious to-do list as well. Yeah. But it's a really good feature.
Okay.
Really good feature.
Okay, you're loving this, aren't you?
I am. I hope this isn't too geeky for everybody, but I think
I
think
I've
it's
tried
good
to.
I think it's good to. Well, we need to lean into it a bit.
Yeah.
But also, we don't actually. We're so busy ourselves doing the work every day and running things. You don't often take time to reflect, and that's the challenge business owners have. That's the challenge small businesses have, whether they're staff, because they're busy as well. Alina's running the cameras today. She's editing again right now.
Yeah, right now.
Because hopefully they're running fine. Famous last words. But, she's checking that, and she's using her time wisely. So anything like this, I think it's really important to understand, but also reach a little bit further into our knowledge, as in Teams isn't just a video conferencing tool.
Chat tool. No,
it's not just a file storage tool or, like you say, tasks tool, whatever. You can start doing all of this. And I think
today. You could start doing all this today.
100%, and it's really important to understand.
Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, so we are now going to go on to the next one. May I ask you a question?
You may.
Do you use a CRM package? We don't.
Yeah. Bookkeeping is probably the stretch. I work with clients that do.
Okay.
And I work with their CRM systems.
Yeah.
As part of what I do, but us ourselves,
no,
not necessarily.
No. So when I started Resilient, my CRM system was an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And I would guess, respectfully, small business doesn't want to splash out much money, but CRM system could be your Excel spreadsheet. User, when did I last chase, when did I last ring up, when they had last contact, blah, blah, blah.
I kind of use some bookkeeping software is really good. So,
yeah, okay.
We use that
Okay.
You could put notes in and update things.
Perfect. So let's assume that using Adam's Rare Books, we've started off with a spreadsheet, but we could have listeners out there that use other CRM software. Okay, here we go. Here's the next one that I think you'll like. So you have got information that comes in either through the Alina website.
2 seconds. CRM.
Customer relationship management system.
Yeah, customer relationship management. Basically, look after your customers. You can monitor them, track them, and put stages in.
And I said that's how Resilient did. I got a phone call in. Can I go see you? Can you come and see me? I would fill in this spreadsheet because it's important that you have that. Okay, that one's lost now. That one's still ongoing. Last time I spoke to them was. Bless, I've got Michelle doing all that for me now. She is my CRM package. But do you know what I mean?
I thought we'd better just clear that up if anyone wasn't sure what CRM is. Right, let's go.
Thank you for that. Okay, so again, you're busy working at them in your bookshop.
Yep.
You're doing a lot of things. But Alina, who's filled in the website contact form, I'm going to expand a little bit on the website contact form.
Okay, go for it.
Because not only can we automate the ability to... Hi, Nick. I've just mentioned you. Nick, I've just mentioned
It's on the other side of the window. We can't hear you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We just mentioned about the automation on the website contact form.
Yep.
Okay, we've set a reminder in your calendar.
Okay.
Okay, how about this? We add version 2 to the flow, and we take all the information that Alina has put into the website contact form, and we automatically input it, enter it into an Excel data spreadsheet.
That sounds like you're saving me a job.
Wow. It's automation.
Yeah. And how easy is it to type phone numbers from one box to another when it's like 9 digits?
Absolutely. So one of the things that you mentioned this morning at the very start, which thank you, because that links back, human error.
Yep.
So I've taken the information that Alina has typed into the contact form. I've not transposed it. I've not got my 2 digits mixed around the wrong way or whatever like that. I've literally copied that data and put it into, and let's call it a CRM because there are other systems out there.
Yeah.
Okay. But effectively, you could go at the end of the week when you're thinking, right, today, my hour, Friday is follow-up day. It's CRM sales day. You open up your Excel spreadsheet and there is things that have automatically entered.
I like that.
Yeah?
I think that's brilliant. I think the thing that did pop in my head is I had someone, is Calendly I was using.
Yes.
I'm still working on the Microsoft scheduling thing.
Yeah,
there's some things that I need to play with, but it's just having the time to do that. So Calendly's running at the moment.
Good.
But they typed their email address wrong. So when I had to send an update, it bounced back. That's when you've got to remember, just because it's gone in,
yes,
if it was put in incorrectly in the first place, sometimes you just need to check that things have sent potentially.
Gigo.
What?
Gigo.
Gigo?
Garbage in, garbage out.
Oh, right, yeah. Gigo. I like that.
Yeah.
Gigo, yeah. So, but there's an example. But I suppose there'd be a way in your CRM system to say it's bounced or whatever, and then you can check that for flags.
100%.
Yeah, but I think that as an initial thing. One person entering it is less chance of error than 2 people entering it.
Yeah, I think that, funny enough, I move on to that. I do. I said I've done my homework. But while I was writing this, again, it's funny, isn't it? You get into the mind of Adam's Rare Bookshop.
Yeah, 100%.
So what in my mind, the reason I wrote that down is you are aware. You are sourcing a rare book for somebody. That means you have to be away from the office. So sadly, you have to close the bookshop because it's only you.
Yes.
But nice little sign saying, currently away, be back. On the sign door, it says, please use the website contact form.
100%, yeah.
Let's say let's make it easy. You were travelling for 3 days. So Monday to Wednesday.
Didn't we use Germany as an example? Going to Germany to find a book, I believe.
Yeah. That's what we did, didn't we?
In there somewhere.
Yeah, that's what we did. So you've travelled to Germany.
Yep.
You've got and sourced the book for your customers.
Yeah. I like how he's using the word sourced as well, because that comes back to the marketing.
Good. Hey, you like it?
Yeah,
I do listen to what you tell me,
Yeah.
So you've sourced the book in Germany. You've got one very happy customer.
Yes.
Because you've got it in your price. You're like, yes, managed to source that for the customer. You've got back to the office. You got back to the UK, let's say Wednesday late. Thursday, you open the bookshop again. You sit down and go, right, let me just check my emails, or let me just check in your caught up. But imagine opening up your CRM spreadsheet and without you even being in the office, there are 4 entries to say Alina, Adam, Michelle, and Nat have all inquired about books.
And they've all received this information.
Without you lifting
and you
a
need
finger.
email them in 2 weeks or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's like getting away from half the chaff of dealing with your inbox when you first come back, isn't it? When say you went on holiday, or say you're out for a day.
Yeah,
I was out for a day the other day.
Yeah,
and what was it? 4 Ds: delete, defer, delegate. Oh, probably 3 Ds. Destroy.
You've destroyed
delete
the whole.
And destroy. But yeah, like that's the kind of
yeah.
Do.
There we go.
You do it.
Yeah,
it is 4 Ds. Yeah,
it is 4 Ds.
Yeah, like I need to do this. Someone else can do this.
Yeah.
I can defer this until later because it's not time sensitive, and
I can delegate it.
I can delete this because it's nonsense. Yeah. But if a lot of they would all come into the doing box in my world, I think.
Yeah.
So all of those inquiries that have come through would come to the doing.
Yeah.
And by power of automation, you've kind of moved it into the defer.
Yes.
Because they've been served the information. If they want more information, you're going to follow them up anyway because you've got something scheduled. But then if they get in touch again because you've satisfied their questions, then it's back in your do. But you've reduced that amount of processing that you have to do. That's great. Add that to the list. Add that to my real list.
Your real list of that.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew you'd like that one as well.
Yeah. Love that one. Love that one. Brilliant.
So, funnily enough, our Germany trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the same thing. As I was writing the bit about, we can automate the thing, I was like, hang on a minute. So, you are out going to Germany to source the book. There's a lot of travel time. You could be airplane. You could be,
Oktoberfest.
You could be doing a lot.
Yeah.
But, fictionally, Adam, you are waiting for another customer for the particular email that comes through, or, interestingly, an RSS feed.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. But you're traveling, Adam. You're talking to the guy. You haven't got time to sit there and wave through your emails and go, yeah. It's easy to miss.
Oh, easy.
Okay. Here's the next one that I think you'll like.
Go on then.
Okay. Prioritize your email notifications. Whilst you're on holiday, you're going to get Power Automate to monitor your email. Not mark it as read, not mark it as anything, but you have put some specific keywords into Automate to say if an email comes in, let's assume from a particular person or a supplier about a particular book that you're looking to source for another customer, you want that email to literally hit the top of your to-do list.
Okay.
Yeah. So without constantly checking your emails for every other email, we have got the automation to say, I've found the keyword that you told me to look for. I'm now going to gently remind you in Teams, and I'm going to send you a message. And I'm going to ping it to you. And if you don't, because we can look at the action that the message hasn't been read, every interval, every hour, we're going to re-ping you again until you notify it and go, I've got it, and I'm going to act on that email.
I feel like we need to give our automation like a name.
Not Big Bad Bob.
No, not Big Bad Bob, because it's friendly. No, like Gary's on the case again.
Yeah. Your chatbot Gary.
Chatbot Gary's on the case again. Yeah, give it some personality.
Yeah.
I love that.
So again, I'm taking that. It is pressure because you're already sourcing this customer's rare book, but you've got other jobs to do. And all I'm doing is I'm going
do and defer though.
Defer.
That works really well.
Yeah, and I'm going to literally go. No, I'm really going to look for this particular email that you're after, and I'm going to keep pinging you until you answer me.
List. Add to the list. I think I know we're using the bookshop, and I know we're saying, wow, we could do this. But I think come back to I said what businesses would benefit from like the IT stuff that we're talking about, the bookshop, and then we use the bookshop as an example. Everybody would surely benefit from these processes. I
think so.
I love that.
Yeah.
And actually, why? Well, it's about making your life a bit easier, giving the customer a better experience in both cases of those.
Solved.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
So do humans give the customers the worst experience? A worse experience than a... Ooh.
That's an interesting...
Maybe there's a hybrid... We need hybrid working, I think, between this. Okay. I love that.
You love that one again? Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go at the next one.
I don't know how many you've got, by the way. So if I keep saying let's go.
To be fair, I've got... what I was trying to do was I didn't want a top 10 or anything, so I did 8.
Yeah.
I did 8.
Yeah.
But what I thought was, obviously, again, looking at the time, it's amazing how time flies.
I know it does.
I thought I won't get through 10.
Yeah.
Because you'll interject and I'll interject.
Of course.
Yeah, right.
You're just trigger thinking.
It's trigger thinking. So what I'm also going to do is backtrack ever so slightly to Alina. Okay?
Hi, Alina.
She's now a new customer. Okay, so she filled in.
Yep.
She was very impressed with the speed of your response to the email.
Yes, I was so quick.
So quick.
Thanks, Gary.
Yeah, thanks, Gary. What you've now got is Alina as a customer.
Splendid.
Okay. Go back to your first point, my friend. Automation reduces human error.
Yep.
And it also standardizes. Now, if you're anything like Resilient, when you create or when you get a new customer, and let me ask, Resilient, a new customer, come along. Did you within your, and I won't say teams because I know you're still working on that, but did you then create something anywhere, I'm looking around on your NAS or whatever like that, a folder under customers called Resilient, and then inside there, if you're anything like Resilient, there's quotes, invoices, correspondence. So basically, I'm saying there's a standard set of folders.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We've got it for media and we've got it for Mac. Like, it depends on which side and what.
Yeah.
You know, obviously there's some confidential information, so that goes in a confidential section.
Correct.
That only certain people can access.
Correct.
The media stuff, obviously we process that, get that put in various places. But yeah, we've got a standard process on what we do and how we call things, I suppose.
Okay. So we have now set up an email address for Andy's Rare Rockets, and we're going to call it new customer at Rare Rockets. Rare
That's
Books.
good. Rare Rockets. That
No,
sounds
sorry,
good.
that's one of my customers. Sorry, I do apologise. Rare Books. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've created a shared mailbox. Just for your information, Microsoft 365 shared mailboxes are free.
Yep.
So you can have as many as you want.
Okay.
Okay. So this is not going to be emailed by anybody outside of the organisation.
Yep.
So it's not going to get spammed or anything like that. It's purely for you.
Okay.
Okay. But Gary, I like how you
Automated Gary
sat there watching new customer at Rare Books.
Yep.
Okay. Alina has become a customer.
Yes.
Okay. You email Gary, new customer, and you know the information that you need to put into the email because you just say new customer. Trigger is new customer. That's all you've done, Adam. You've emailed new customer and you've just put the customer's name in the subject field. Gary receives the email.
Yeah.
Automatically creates you a Teams channel and automatically creates all the folders, invoices, correspondence, media, confidentiality, and automatically makes sure all of the access is right for you. Job done. Gary responds and goes, done, Adam.
Wow. Because as you can imagine, well, I personally spend quite a lot of time doing all that stuff.
It's all automated.
No, because it's. I mean, I'm a bit OCD with my foldering.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't say I've got the perfect system, but
no.
I believe we've got a good system.
Yeah.
And I think it's about getting one that works for you and then make sure everyone's
absolutely.
aware. But I think the fact that I wouldn't have to set all that up and it'd be set with the right levels of access and this, that's... I love that.
Now, I did put on the end, think harder. Can I ask you, in terms of Resilient, when I said, yes, we'll send a customer, where else did you set me up? Did you set yourself up in the accounting software, Xero, or QuickBooks, whatever it was?
Yeah.
Imagine Gary doing that for you.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Where else did you set Resilient up?
Where else? Well, there's some stuff that we do. We use Hootsuite, so obviously... Unless Gary can get into Hootsuite, I don't know.
Gary can get into Hootsuite using a API link through, I think it's a company called Zapier. You've told me about that before and I've read into it. Yeah. That has got lots and lots of hooks. So I'm not saying it's extensive, Adam. I'm not saying that we could, but just imagine Gary emails you back by you sending one email and it goes, done. Adam, I've done this. Teams creation, tick. Xero account created, tick. Hootsuite account created, tick. Thanks. Anything else I can do to help? Love, Gary.
Love, Gary, yeah.
But I said, think harder. What else can you get Gary to do?
Contract?
You could automatically get him to email the contract out. I love it because that contract will be in a fixed place under templates, master templates.
Yeah.
Okay, it's called master template. Gary's going to pick up, and this is me thinking on the fly, by the way. Gary's going to pick up that document.
Yes.
He's going to rename it called Alina contract. He's going to date and time stamp it. He's already got Alina's email address. He's going to email Alina with it saying, please sign this, scan it, sign it, and send it back to me, Gary.
Hang on. Adobe signatures?
Adobe signature, you definitely can do that.
We use that.
Yeah, you can definitely
Okay,
automate that.
There we go.
Alina responds back saying, hi, Gary. Here is the signed contract as requested, and Gary saves it under Teams channel contracts folders. Love, Gary.
Love Gary. I think we all need a Gary.
How about that?
Yeah. Yes. Add it to the list.
Oh, yes. Your list is getting longer.
And I do a lot in Teams, in fairness. Like,
Yes.
I'm not defending myself, but you can always do more. But I feel we do quite a bit. We do use the forms and things like this. But I've done a little bit of automation.
Yes, I know you have.
So we send out monthly emails. And when someone fills out the form, it's a Teams form, it then goes, hey, insert name has filled out the form.
Yes.
I'm going to have to add Love Gary.
You could love Gary on the end.
Gary.
Hashtag love Gary.
Hashtag Love Gary, yeah. Wow, okay.
Can we use that, by the way? Resilient hashtag love Gary.
Hashtag Love Gary, yeah. Who's Gary? Well, he's our automated. We need to create a character. But I think that, to me, I think every business could benefit from this.
Yeah. Every business could have a Gary.
The first obstacle is, well, you know what you know.
Yes.
But you don't know what you don't know.
You were saying this to me the other week when we first started this, and you were saying I must use 10% of Microsoft 365, and I went, yeah, you do. And I said, you don't realise what you have. The downside for me is time. Yes. Because and I think every business must run into this. I know I could do better on that, but I've got all these jobs over here that will not do them themselves. I'll get round to doing it, and they never ever do. You've got to break the cycle, and I say this a lot to the guys up at Resilient. I'm like, I know that it may be done quicker if you just do it, but if you take the time to automate it, you'll never do it as quickly ever again. So the first time, if it takes you an hour, I will happily accept that, because the next time you're going to go automate it.
I think all of the, like, I want to go away from this. For example, sending out the PDF information about services. I do that regularly. Actually, I do that regularly, but how consistent do I do it? Is it 12 hours after they've inquired? Is it 2 days after they've inquired? Is it I was coming on a train and I was jumping on a train at London and I was trying to do some work on the train and I've gone, I'll do that later, and then before you know it, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I do it. So the experience for the customer would be better. That as a prime example.
I've just thought of something else as well. The email template that Gary could send Alina when she first entered. How about the email template goes, hi Alina, thank you very much for your inquiry. Here is the information that you requested. Oh, by the way, if you are looking for more information, here's some frequently asked questions. Here's a link to the website. Here's more information that you could be looking for. Not only have you delivered instantly what Alina asked for, but then you've wrapped around with some extra love and gone, by the way, here's some additional information that you may have wanted to know about.
And again, I do that sort of thing now.
Yeah.
Trying to anticipate questions.
Yeah.
Show reel.
Yes.
Like we do videos, we have show reels. We need to update I'm really excited for the next one.
Yeah.
Because obviously we do it like a yearly 6 months.
Yeah. Should be good.
But I always go, here's a link to our show reel. Because it's like, it's all well and good me talking about a video, like making video. I'm like, go and have a look at a video, please. Linktree, I've got a show reel in, like Linktree's good because
you were saying
kind of automation in a sense that
you put everything in one place.
You put it in one place. People can actually then contact through it, and Linktree takes care of that without having to send them to 50 different places and different pages and chat. So yeah, I think Okay,
well, in the email that Gary sent Alina, did you also know we do book repairs? Did you also know we do this? Here, check our Linktree.
Yeah, and then you have your different, 100%. I love that. Yeah. All of it.
Good. We're getting towards the end. And
I need to digest this after this podcast. I really do. I need to think down.
It's good. Okay. I need you to concentrate now.
Oh, I'm in.
Okay. Fast forward a year. Adam's Rare Bookshop is going very well, and you need to take on an employee.
Okay.
Okay? A nice young chap called Andy's popped along.
Oh, hello, Andy. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm enjoying my first day at your bookshop.
Are you? Have you met Gary yet?
No, I've not.
I think you're about to meet him.
Okay.
I think you're about to meet him.
Now you've become a manager. You didn't have to before. Everything was you.
Okay.
You now have to manage Andy. Not only do you have to be a manager, you now have to work as a team. It's not just you anymore. You have to deal with holiday requests.
Yep.
You now have to think about working collaboratively on documents, content publishing on social media sites and websites. With the workflow, Gary, okay, we're now going to automate it. This one's a bit of a tricky subject, but it's also a big one, but stay with me. Okay?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, stay with me. So, what you're going to do is Andy has asked for a holiday.
Andy's asked for a holiday?
Yeah. So, what we're going to do, Andy's asked for a holiday, but instead of talking to you, because you're out, again, in Germany, you tiny little slaver of you, off on your jollies, Andy's going to fill in a Microsoft form, and it's going to ask for a particular day off. The form you have created within Microsoft Forms, funnily enough, and what it's done is it's going to say, yep, here's the time, here's the day, etc., and you're going to fill everything, or Andy's going to fill everything in, and all you're going to get, Adam, is an email saying Andy has requested this day off, and normally you would have to check calendars, you would normally have to do lots of stuff. Guess who's done it on your behalf?
Gary.
Oh, we love Gary.
Love Gary.
Gary's checked your calendar. He's checked and he said, well, Adam's not busy on that day. You've not got anything particular event in. It's actually a free day.
Okay.
So Gary's already done half the work for you by going, okay, there is nothing planned on this day, Adam.
Yep.
If you choose to, you can just click yes. And Gary will automatically respond to Andy saying, absolutely, have your day off, and he will automatically update the calendar to show that he's had that day off. It will automatically set his out of office on.
So he's also a manager, is what you're telling me. He's also a manager.
Yeah.
Am I going to have a job at this rate?
No, Gary's going to take over the shop.
Yeah.
Skynet.
But people say that, in fairness. They go, is it going to replace jobs, this, that, and the other? It's not necessarily. No. I think what it allows you... I appreciate, data entry. If someone's doing a data entry job, automation can sort of overcome that. But the way I see it is automation also gives you an opportunity to work on other things.
Oh, God, absolutely. We've said work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
So don't make sure that, don't ensure everything has to come to you. Literally, you're looking at, and Gary, and this is the bit, as I was writing this, Adam, think doing it manually. Yeah. If I requested a holiday, you would have to check the calendar.
Yes.
You'd have to go, what am I doing? What is Andy doing? Is there any projects that we've got? And if you keep your calendar up to date, all Gary's doing is doing what you would naturally do. You're just giving Gary guidelines.
Yep.
So check the calendar. Is there any entries in Adam's calendar? You could say, as I said, you're off to Germany again. Yeah. So instantly, you could still look at Andy's request and go, okay, I'm away, right? Mm-hmm. So... Not that you'd want to, but I'm trying to link it to your point, Adam. Gary can do the work for you. So Gary could almost write you with the email to say, I've checked your calendar, Adam. You're actually away in Germany. Because you've picked... Sorry, it wouldn't say you were in Germany. It would say you have a calendar entry. Yeah. It could take that calendar entry and it could write it into the email for you. But you could almost say, Gary's recommendation, decline this holiday request.
Oh, he recommends things as well. But so yeah.
You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah.
I think obviously it's not about, removing the human touch. No. I think you could argue that if all that's taken care of, you can focus on doing a better human touch.
Yeah.
With people. If all that housekeeping is taken care of, you can spend more time, you'll have more time to go. So how, Andy, how has your first week been? Let's have a bit of a catch up or a review or what you want to do moving forward. So I think, if you've got that in place, I think equally, and I'd hope my team, it's up to them, would think this. Like, we've got, HR systems in place. We've got Teams, for example. We've got Hootsuite. We've got software packages that we use. Adobe cost me a fortune. But I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
How
do
much
love
work does it save you?
It's well worth the money, but it's a lot of money. But I feel that when they come to a place of work, hopefully, it's up to them, not me, they feel well equipped to do their job.
Yeah.
They feel supported.
Yeah.
And you can then spend the time making sure that you work with them, value their time, their work. And I think anything like this would help you focus on the value proposition. Like caring for your team, looking out for your team, well-being, all of those sort of nice things that are really important, but often the pings, the pings, the pops, the bings, they all kind of distract us in general anyway.
Oh God, yeah.
So I think
100%,
the more that you can have of those taken care of, if they don't need to do it, your attention can be dedicated, I would argue, to your relationships in terms of the workplace, customer, staff, and hopefully, who knows, hopefully you'd be mentally in a better place for it as well.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to rattle through the next two because I'm aware of time.
That's all right.
So the last couple of two is more than automation. It's I'm trying to link into how we can use Teams. I wanted to wrap it up, and basically, interestingly, that you picked up on the point. You use Teams, but with respect, you don't use it way enough. You really
I agree.
don't.
I agree.
You
I want
really
to.
So the last couple of two, one's not an automation, but one is. Do you use tasks to do?
Oh yes,
in Teams.
I love a task.
Yeah.
We've got a video projects board and a photo projects board that we use.
Beautiful.
So,
my heart is singing, my friend.
Yeah. So like I say, we do use Teams.
Yeah.
We probably use Teams a lot more than others do.
Yeah.
But obviously, tip of the iceberg. But Alina's like editing some photos now. She's got that on a board. We've got that on a board. We've got loads of videos, all in there, so the team can look to see what video projects we've got on. So when we're taking on new work or we're doing it, we can kind of work out a pipeline in terms of.
Yeah. Okay, so the one that I thought was that you've tasked Andy to do something within Teams to do.
Yep.
Okay, but you're away in Germany again. How many more times are you going to travel to Germany this year?
Oktoberfest every month.
Every month. Okay. You've tasked Andy to do something, but again, you're busy, you're traveling, you're engaging with your supplier to get more books, sourcing for your new customers.
Yep.
Again, you're not going to spend ages ringing Andy up or working out, whatever. Andy completes a task in the tasks to do that you've done.
Yep.
I've got Gary monitoring that, and I've got Gary telling you, oh, by the way, Andy's just completed this task. You asked me to let you know. He automatically.
We need that today. Alina, did you hear that? Tasks can tell you, like when I do a task, it can let you know. Because I had to physically tell Alina, I've done this edit yesterday. Because I tick it disappears. It goes in the completed, but it disappears.
It disappears.
But
Gary
I physically had to remember as I was running out the door to a meeting to go, Alina, I've done those videos.
Correct. Gary can do that for you.
List.
Okay, and the last one. So this is, again, you know how and what Teams can do, but what I'm trying to do here, my friend, is literally wrap everything that we've just talked about in the last hour, okay, and I'm pulling it all together. You and Andy are now working as working as a team, okay, but you're using Teams. Imagine this. You are in Germany, okay, but you've just got an urgent request from a customer who's rang the shop that Andy's answered, not Gary. Sadly, he can't do that yet. Yeah. But Andy's asked, and it's a loyal customer. They've just heard about a rare book that's been published shortly, and he wants you to quote about your time and effort and how to get it and how you would do it. On your phone, because you're traveling back, you and Andy are working on the Teams quotation together, collaboratively.
Yes. Yep.
He's doing the Andy's doing the donkey work, and I mean that respectfully in terms of he's got a list price services. Yep. He knows what you're doing, but you're writing the forward for the email and the document. So Andy's working on page 2. you're working on page 1.
Yeah.
You are collaboratively working together.
Yep.
Okay? You then do your bit, but then you say to Andy, say, right, we've literally done that. What I need you to do is write a floor, a quotation. I'm trying to think of a word, but what I'm getting at, you've asked Andy to do a job, but you need to see that document before it goes out into the email.
Yeah,
okay?
Check it over.
Andy's written it. He's saved it to SharePoint, but he can't save it or he can't attach it to the email until Gary and you authorize it.
Ooh.
So he sends it to you and Gary says, Andy's about to save this document to the SharePoint or the Teams folder, but I'm not going to allow him until you authorize it.
That's amazing. I love that. Yeah.
Andy thinks he's saved it, but it's not
and
saved.
it has saved.
It has saved,
degree,
but
it's
not
go anywhere.
published. It can't go anywhere
until
you click that authorize button. Now, spin it on its head, my friend. You've got Andy working on your social media posts, but Andy's still young. Yep. He's raw in terms of he hasn't quite got that, what I want to call essence of Adam's Rare Bookshops.
Yeah.
Okay? Get him to publish content on your social media, on your website, and he does 99.9% of the donkey work for you, my friend. But you're the only person that says, Gary, publish that.
Wow.
So again, all you're getting
so document control.
Timely email, messages, Teams. It can be anything, Adam. It can be anything. But what I'm saying is, Gary's literally going, okay, Andy's done this. You need to review this document. I can even get Gary to email you the link of the document. So all you're doing is you click the link. It instantly opens up in edit mode.
Yeah, ready to go.
You can then just go, oh, not quite right, Andy, there. Change that, change that, change that, change that. You click save, but the next link in Gary's email to you is going, if you have successfully amended the document and you're happy with this, click this link and I'll automatically publish it for you.
That's amazing. I love that. I mean, it's full. By Teams. I'm sorry.
No, we said we'd never say
that. I know. Right.
Can I just do my...
shut his folding phone. He shut his folding phone.
How was that?
I'm speechless, actually, which is something to be said for me.
Alina, can you make a note of that? On this day.
Here's one for you.
Okay.
You're going to like this. Seen the movie Inception?
I certainly have.
Right.
It's still spinning, by the way.
Yeah. As an IT company working with a client, can you put automations in place to set up the automation of all those automations? I wonder. Now that is stretching. I don't imagine so, but imagine that.
Yeah. I don't think I could get Gary to set up his own workflows. That's Skynet territory.
But my word.
Yeah. No, I hope you enjoyed that, mate.
Look, for me personally, I hope people listening have enjoyed that, because I think the issue I had with Teams, as I said, it was we're using such a small proportion of it. What I originally thought it was when I first started working with it was I remember it's like consultancy work, we were like, we're using Teams now. Okay, great. I was like, why were you... What, just a video calling software? I don't understand.
Just to chat to each other
and
gifts.
It turned out that we weren't quite using it right yet, and it was like a gradual thing where files started to go in, and I'm like, hang on, this is on here, and I've got to be in here to open a document here, but then you click open that. As soon as you got your head around it, at first it felt quite alien, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But it's just working. Essentially, it's going from working traditionally on a computer where you save a file on a disk, physical disk, or a network disk or whatever, to it's in the cloud. It's very different. And the interface is very different.
It is.
And the idea is it's not on your computer deliberately, so that it's backed up and safe and all this sort of stuff. So it was an adjustment in the way of working. And I think we've probably all, society, have done that, because if you look at the Teams sort of ecosystem, it's still young. Really. Gosh,
incredibly young.
Yeah, I mean, even if you go back to YouTube, what was it, 2007? And I know that it's coming up, in 4 years' time, it's 20 years old sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it's still all the difference in technology since 2007 alone, never mind in the last decade.
Absolutely.
First iPhone was around then as well, wasn't it?
It's incredible.
So the pace that everything's moved in, let's just say 10 years to 2017, things changed dramatically then, but our ways of working haven't necessarily. Global pandemic caused a lot of people to remote work, which then pushed people into Teams. A lot of businesses weren't doing card payments. Because of COVID. Everyone started getting card readers, which were already accessible and there.
Yeah, but
it's just the behaviours were changing.
That's what I was about to say, behavioural.
Yeah, that has blown my mind.
Right. I'm pleased about that.
And really well prepared. I think everyone can give you a 10 out of 10 for that
thank
one.
you for that. It was very much. I had to stop myself.
I bet you did.
Because I started doing my reading. I started doing, funnily enough, YouTubes and stuff like that. Some clever people out there that are now using Copilot within Teams.
Right.
Oh my goodness me. I went down the rabbit hole.
Did you?
And I'm like, this is incredible. Gary, we are literally giving Gary so much information that he's naturally doing stuff for you now. I've read this, done this. I think what you should do is respond to this because I've gone out to the marketplace. You know, let's put it all together. The RSS feeds, he's got contacts, he's got all access to your contacts. Yeah. He could literally go, this book has been released. I've automatically prepared an email to your supplier in Germany for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've only got to click this button to send it, but I've pulled all the information that I know and I've placed it in this email. Bearing in mind, I'm not sending the email because I'm a great believer, and I think you are as well. Use automation and use AI, Copilot, whatever you want to call it, to provide you with the information, but you have that responsibility.
100%.
You've got that last minute, right, let me see. Because Gary could have pulled something from the internet that's 10 years old or 5 years, you know. But what I'm saying is, he's done 90% of the
Imagine
job.
turning around to a client went, it wasn't me, it was Gary. And I'm like,
I've sacked him.
Who's Gary? You're like, my robot. Yeah, I totally agree.
So he's done 90% of the work for you. You've got that final opportunity to use human common sense, let's call it that, to go, yeah, that's actually right. I'm going to change that wording slightly. Let me just double check on that figure. Yeah, okay, fine. But he's literally doing the work for you. And I went down that Copilot and I'm like, wow. Even I was slowing. Wow. This is going to be amazing. We are probably, and I really hope, I say this sincerely. I can't even say it.
Sincerely.
Sincerely. I say this with much sincerity.
Sincerity. Is that a word?
No, it isn't. I say this sincerely, mate. I really hope that this podcast, we are doing it next year. And I'd love to be able to go.
To then review.
It's a year ago. Shall we review where we got what automation?
Yeah.
I honestly, I went down that rabbit hole and even I was.
Well, the problem is you've opened the rabbit hole for me now. I've got a day of editing to do, and I'm like, I just want to look.
I want to do this.
I just need to look at all the automation stuff while it's in my head. I'm going to have to make some notes. But no, mate, the preparation you put into that, I can tell you went down the rabbit hole. What I think is quite good is Andy and I have just started doing this because we thought it'd be good to talk about. It's a good forum. We enjoy it. I find it quite relaxing, actually, at the end of the week.
What did I say last week? Lethargic.
Lethargic, yeah, Andy said lethargic.
I meant
therapeutic.
Yeah,
it is. Because it gets
wrong word, sorry.
But it gets us out of our businesses and thinking about what the technology can do.
Yeah.
I think you've really thought about it. Whereas if you've really thought about the capability, you've sat down, you've prepared for this, and you've gone, actually, where could we take this? Yeah. Whereas normally when you're in your day-to-day work, you'd be like, oh, yeah, I know I can automate this and I can automate that. But you've really lent into it. Yeah,
I literally sat down last night and I was like, right, Adam's on his own. What on earth can I do? And it was all about, and genuinely, my friend, I took this from you. We were chatting off camera, off air, whatever you want to call it. And you were saying, God, I've got so many things to do. I forget. And I was like, so Adam's in his bookshop. He's literally taking his credit hat on. He's chasing. He's doing this. But somebody's somebody's trending on the social media. Because I was like, what was last week's podcast? Oh, that was right. It was, I know. And I did. I genuinely got into the zone. And I'm like, I'm Adam in the bookshop. What task can I get to automate? And that's when I came up with that list. You know, I did my due diligence as well. Can I do that? Can Gary act? Yeah, okay, you can do that. I lent a little bit on some of it. I'm like, okay, a little bit of, what you call it, Hollywoodness. Yeah,
too right. But I think for me,
the
key thing that I've always said to Andy is that, you know, running an IT business, The strap line, you run your business, we run your IT, it says it. But part of the issue you guys face, and I've said this to you, is people walk into a business that you're working with and they don't see you. Because, and I've said it before, because you're in the walls. Like, if you've done the networking, you are literally in the walls.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? You are the most invisible, deliberately, apart from an access point, which was the example you gave, but it doesn't have a resilience sticker on it and everything else. People getting in any of those automated emails that we just talked about, doing it with a client, working with somebody, no one necessarily sees it.
Unless it says Love Gary at the bottom.
Unless it says Love Gary. So, like, the biggest challenge is awareness of it. And I think it's been great that you've been able to, apply that to, like, a fictional stroke real case study and actually show you what you can do. So I've loved that. Thank you so much.
No, it's been really good. I really enjoyed that.
Right. Hit us up on either the comments on the podcast or HubSpot Media or Resilient Systems. Insta. We're both on there.
Yeah, love to get your feedback, guys. Hopefully that has been useful today. I know you've enjoyed it. Your list has grown.
I know. I love it. I'm gonna have to sit and. Luckily, though, we've recorded this, so I can listen back to it.
Amazing.
There we go. Right. Weekend. Absolutely nothing.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, obviously England got knocked out of the World Cup last week, so I'll be watching the third place playoff tonight, and then it's World Cup final tomorrow night. I've got nothing.
No DJing, no photo shoots.
No. Although I've got 2 gigs next weekend. Friday, Saturday, I am out. And I'm playing rugby next weekend as well. So next weekend's going to be crazy. But given that I went down to London on Sunday last week, I'm just looking for a chilled weekend.
Well, that's good, though.
So,
that's good.
No, that's what I want. Exactly what I want. I'm happy.
Good.
You?
Guess where I'm going? You've just been there.
I know. Oh, yeah. London.
London.
The London.
So my lovely customer, Level X Lane 7.
Yep.
They're opening up a brand new bowling alley in Victoria Street.
Wow. So you're going to be in the walls there?
So I'm going to be in the walls. We normally don't get involved in this anymore, but it turned out to be a much bigger job than they thought, bless them. So, literally got a phone call yesterday.
Can you come and be in the walls, please?
Can you be in London at the weekend? I was like, yeah. So actually today is silly. So we're literally packing this morning to go down to London for the weekend. I've actually got a business networking meeting in Newcastle.
Brilliant.
So
hang on a minute. That's the opposite way.
Off to Newcastle to be at the business meeting up with my good friend Bernard. Travelling back down, dropping the car at the car park here, and then literally running to the train station to catch the train to head down to London, getting there about 10 o'clock at night. Got a lovely friend of ours staying with Carol. She's picking us up. And then we're staying at hers over the weekend, but then every day travelling into London, doing the work in the walls. I shall literally be in the walls. Oddly enough, going to take some photographs for you because you've asked us to do that.
Over and over again.
And then travelling back Monday.
Splendid.
So an absolute crazy weekend.
Yeah. Well, enjoy.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, genuinely, I love it. And I know you do when you were saying you're travelling.
100%. I don't mind
We genuinely love this type of stuff.
It is part and parcel of what we do.
And I think it's important you were saying we get a great buzz that, we did it locally for Middlesbrough. But when we go to the Lane 7, the Level X areas, I am like you, though. I'm just like, I just log on to the guest Wi-Fi that I made.
That I did.
I'll just order a beer from the EPOS that's connected to the Wi-Fi that I installed.
Oh, look, Gary's emailing me.
Exactly. So, crazy stuff.
Brilliant. Well, you have a good weekend.
Same here, my friend.
We need to have a think about next week. I'm wondering VR.
Oh, VR.
We haven't done VR, AR, augmented reality, virtual reality.
Let's do that because we've both got Oculus Quests.
We have.
Let's do that. Let's advantages, disadvantages, and how it would work.
How on earth we're going to use them?
Yeah. Okay, good.
Have a good weekend.
Bye, everybody.
See you. Bye.
Bye.